Jaguri jaguri jaguri, jaguri jaguri jaguri, jaguri jaguri sab galiya jagi, nagari nagari sab galiya jagi, jaguri jaguri jaguri, jaguri jaguri jaguri, jago mohan pyare, jago jago mohan pyare, jago नव युग चूमे नैन तिहारे जागो जागो मोहन प्यारे जगुरी 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 सब गलिया जागी नगरी नगरी सब गलिया जागी जगुरी 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 जगु जग किरण परी गगरी छलकाए ज्योत का प्यासा प्यास बुझाए किरण परी गगरी छलकाए ज्योत का प्यासा प्यास बुझाए बाहें फैला ओ दुखिया रे जागो मोहन प्यारे जागो जागो मोहन प्यारे जागो नवयुग चूमे नैन तिहारे जागो जागो मोहन प्यारे नगरी नगरी सब गलिया जागे जगुर जगुर जगुरे जगुर जगुर
हेलो 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 चेक अब होने लगी प्रभात सखी बोले के कीर को किला बोले को कीर को किला कुसुम कमल विकसात सखी अब होने लगे प्रभात सखी ओ gare gama pa jago
guitar
pama pada pa jago gare gama pada pama gare da jago
जागो ब्रजराज कुंवर जागो ब्रजराज कुंवर
ब्रजराज कुंवर
जागो ब्रजराज कुंवर
gare gama pada pama pada ni da pama gare da ni da jago brajraj
नंद के दुलारे जागो 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 जागो
नंद के दुलारे जागो
जागो जागो जागो ब्रजराज कुंवर
जागो ब्रजराज जागो 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 ब्रज जागो ब्रज जागो
नंद के दुलारे नंद के दुलारे दुलारे
जागो ब्रज जागो ब्रजराज कुंवर जागो
राजकुमार जागो ब्रज राजकुमार जागो ब्रज तेरे दादा तेरे दादा तेरे रंग दे ऐसी रंग दे रंग नाही नाही ऐसी रंग दे के रंग नाही धोबिया धोवे चाहे अरे धोबिया धोवे चाहे सारी उम्र श्याम पिया मुरी रंग दे चुनरी रंग दे चुनरिया रंग दे चुनरिया रंग दे चुनरिया रंग दे चुनरिया
श्याम पिया मोरे रंग दे चुनर, रंग दे चुनरिया। श्याम पिया मोरे रंग दे चुनरिया।
लाल ना रंगाऊं मैं, हरी ना रंगाऊं, लाल ना रंगाऊं, हरी ना रंगाऊं,
लाल ना रंगाऊं मैं तो हरी ना रंगाऊं।
अपने ही रंग में,
अपने ही रंग में
रंग दे चुनरी। श्याम पिया मोरे रंग दे चुनरिया हो।
श्याम पिया मोरे रंग दे चुनरिया। गर धन दा 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 धन गर 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 दा दा रे सा।
बिना रंगाए मैं तो घर ना ही जाऊं,
बिना रंगाए मैं तो घर ना ही जाऊं,
बिना रंगाए मैं तो घर ना ही जाऊं,
बिना रंगाए मैं तो घर ना ही जाऊं।
बीत ही जाए चाहे,
बीत ही जाए चाहे
सारी उम्र। श्याम पिया
रंग दे चुनरिया।
ऐसी लागी लगन, ऐसी लागी लगन, ऐसी लागी लगन, ऐसी लागी लगन। ऐसी लागी लगन, मेरा हो गई मगन।
ऐसी लागी लगन, मीरा हो गई मगन।
वो तो गली गली हरी गूंज गाने लगी, महलों में पली बन के जोगन चली चली।
महलों में पली बन के जोगन चली।
मीरा रानी दीवानी कहाने लगी, ऐसी लागी लगन। ऐसी लागी मीरा हो गई मगन। कोई रोके नहीं, कोई टोके नहीं, कोई रोके कोई टोके नहीं, कोई रोके कोई टोके नहीं। मीरा गोविंद गोपाल गाने लगी, बैठी संतों के संग रंगी मोहन के रंग। मीरा प्रेमी प्रीतम को मनाने, वो तो गली गली हरी गुन गाने लगी। ऐसी लागी लगन मीरा हो गई, ऐसी लागी लगन मीरा हो गई। राणा ने विष दिया, मानो अमृत पिया।
राणा ने विष दिया, मानो अमृत पिया।
मीरा सागर में सरिता समाने लगी, दुख लाखों सहे मुख से गोविंद कहे। मीरा गोविंद गोपाल गाने लगी, वो तो गली गली हरि गुण गाने लगी। ऐसी लागी लगन मीरा हो गई मगन, ऐसी लागी लगन ऐसी लागी लगन, ऐसी लागी लगन, ऐसी लागी लगन मीरा हो गई मगन। ऐसी लागी लगन मीरा हो गई मगन।
Hello. Challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming those challenges is what makes it meaningful. Namaste and a very good morning to one and all present here. Today is 26th of August 2017, Saturday. અને ગુજરાતી કેલેન્ડર પ્રમાણે આજે ભાદરવા સુદ પાંચમ છે. Please rise for the morning prayers.
Legs balance, back straight, head up, eyes closed, all together.
सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति।
As you sit down, obviously a little different this morning prayer, and you're going to pray to the motherland this morning. So appropriate thoughts, hands on your knees, back straight, head up. Take pride in who you are and where you are.
ए मेरे प्यारे वतन, ए मेरे बिछड़े चमन, तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान। ए मेरे प्यारे वतन, ए मेरे बिछड़े चमन, तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान। तू ही मेरी आरज़ू, तू ही मेरे आबरू, तू ही मेरी जान। है मेरे प्यारे वतन, है मेरे बिछड़े तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान। तेरे दामन से जो आए उन हवाओं को सलाम। तेरे दामन से जो आए उन हवाओं को सलाम। चूम लूं मैं उस जुबान जिस पे आए तेरा नाम। सबसे प्यारी सुबह तेरे, सबसे रंगी तेरी शाम, तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान। तू ही मेरी आरज़ू, तू ही मेरी आबरू, तू ही मेरी जान। है मेरे प्यारे वतन, है मेरे बिछड़े चमन, तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान, तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान, तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान, तुझ पे
Rise. And legs balance, hands in front. Head up, eyes closed. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. Deep breath in.
Nandini Sanghvi of class 12C will deliver a speech in English by Emma Watson. With this speech, which is a call for gender equality, Emma Watson launched the He for She campaign. Nandini.
Today, we are launching a campaign called He for She. I am reaching out to you as we need your help. We want to end gender inequality, and to do this, we need everyone involved. And we don't just want to talk about it, we want to try and make sure it's tangible. The more I spoke about feminism, the more I realized that fighting for women's rights has too often become synonymous to man-hating. If there is one thing I know for certain, it is that this has to stop. For the record, feminism by definition is the belief that men and women should have equal rights and opportunities. It is the theory of political, economic, and social equality of the sexes. I decided that I was a feminist, and this seemed uncomplicated to me. But apparently, I'm among the ranks of women whose expressions are seen as too strong, too aggressive, isolating, and anti-men, unattractive even. Why has the word become such an uncomfortable one? I think it is right that I am paid the same as my male counterparts. I think it is right that women be involved on my behalf in the policies and decisions that will affect my life. I think it is right that socially I am afforded the same respect as men. But sadly, I can say there is no one country in the world where women can expect to see these rights. No country can yet say they achieved gender equality. These rights I consider to be human rights, but I am one of the luckier ones. My life is a sheer privilege because my parents didn't love me less because I was born a daughter. My school did not limit me because I was a girl. My mentors didn't assume I would go less far because I might give birth to a child one day. These influences were the gender equality ambassadors that made me who I am today. In 1997, Hillary Clinton made a famous speech in Beijing about women's rights. Sadly, many of the things that she wanted to change are still true today. But what stood out for me the most was that less than 30% of the audience were male. How can we effect change if only half of it is invited or feels welcome to participate in the conversation? Men, I would like to take this opportunity to extend your formal invitation. Gender inequality is your issue too. Men don't have the benefits of gender equality either. We don't often talk about men being imprisoned by gender stereotypes, but I can see that they are, and that when they are free, things will change for women as a natural consequence. If men don't have to be aggressive in order to be accepted, women won't feel compelled to be submissive. If men don't have to control, women won't feel the need to be controlled. Both men and women should feel free to be sensitive. Both men and women should feel free to be strong. It is time we perceive gender on a spectrum rather than two sets of opposing ideals. If we stop defining each other by what we are not and start defining ourselves by who we are, we can all be freer. And that is what He for She is about. It's about freedom. Statesman Edmund Burke once said, "All that is needed for the evil to triumph is for good men and women to do nothing." We are struggling for a uniting world, but the good news is we have a uniting movement. It is called He for She. I invite you to step forward, to be seen, and to ask yourself, if not me, who? If not now, when? Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Nandini. Rutvi Kotecha of class 12V will recite a poem in Hindi titled Baith Jata Hu Mitti Pe Aksar. In this poem, the poet, Mr. Harivansh Rai Bachchan, talks about how life changes with the passing of time. Rutvi.
बैठ जाता हूँ मिट्टी पे अक्सर, बैठ जाता हूँ मिट्टी पे अक्सर, क्योंकि मुझे अपनी औकात अच्छी लगती है। मैंने समंदर से सीखा है जीने का सलीका, चुपचाप से बहना और अपनी मौज में रहना। ऐसा नहीं है कि मुझ में कोई ऐब नहीं है, पर सच कहता हूँ मुझ में कोई फरेब नहीं है। छल जाते हैं मेरे अंदाज से मेरे दुश्मन, क्योंकि एक मुद्दत से मैंने ना मोहब्बत बदली है और ना दोस्त बदले हैं। एक घड़ी खरीदकर हाथ में क्या बांध दी, एक घड़ी खरीदकर हाथ में क्या बांध दी, लगता है वक्त पीछे ही पड़ गया है मेरे। सोचा था घर बनाकर बैठूंगा सुकून से, लेकिन घर की ज़रूरतों ने मुसाफिर बना डाला। सुकून की बात मत कर ए गालिब, सुकून की बात मत कर ए गालिब, वो बचपन वाला इतवार अब नहीं आता। शौक तो बस माँ बाप के पैसों से पूरे किए जाते हैं, अपने पैसों से तो बस ज़रूरतें पूरी हो पाती है। जीवन की भाग दौड़ में क्यों वक्त के साथ रंगत ही खो जाती है, हंसती खेलती जिंदगी भी क्यों आम सी हो जाती है। एक सवेरा था जब हंसकर उठा करते थे हम, एक सवेरा था जब हंसकर उठा करते थे हम, और आज कई बार बिना मुस्कुराए ही शाम हो जाती है। कितनी दूर निकल आए रिश्तों को निभाते निभाते, कितनी दूर निकल आए रिश्तों को निभाते निभाते, खुद को खो दिया हमने अपनों को पाते पाते। लोग कहते हैं कि हम मुस्कुराते बहुत हैं, लोग कहते हैं कि हम मुस्कुराते बहुत हैं, और हम थक गए दर्द छुपाते छुपाते। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Rutvi. Today's music piece is Ludwig van Beethoven's Symphony No. 5, which was written between 1804 to 1808. It is one of the best-known compositions in the classical music, especially its four-note in the opening motive, which is frequently used in the pop culture. Since the Second World War, it has sometimes also been referred as the Victory Symphony. So sit back and enjoy.
Close your eyes. Round of applause for that very famous music piece. Everybody should know what it is, right? Overhead clap for the musicians. And our reciters on stage, please, before we move to the last part of our program. An overhead clap for them, please. Before we go to the next part, and you may be wondering why we are doing what we are doing today and what's the occasion. No special occasion other than just to appreciate the choices that we have. This flag and everything that it represents, that is precious. And the most precious thing that our motherland gives us is the freedom to have choices. We have choice to be in a school like this. We have choice to live in the way we do. And there is an environment in which you can basically have a number of different alternatives to enrich your life, to lead the type of life you want. These freedoms, these choices, however, come at a price that each one of us is required to understand that while I have these freedoms and these choices, there is a responsibility that goes with them. So what are my responsibilities as an Indian citizen? And one of them is, of course, when you attend a school like this, there is a requirement that you are going to do as much, not only for yourself and your fellow family members, but also the underprivileged sections of our society. So the flag represents an awareness, an awakening. Who am I? Where am I? What am I? And you ask these questions, you reflect on these questions so that we can go back to being the responsible citizens that we need to on a daily basis. So there is something that we ask you to do daily here. You see, there is an economic war being fought across the markets of the world. We have soldiers who fight on the borders, but even more so, there is an economic war in which we all participate. And we are all soldiers in a sense, because the might of India's production capacity is dependent on each one of us doing everything we can to make our economy strong. And in today's world, the English language has become a crucial part of any country's economic power. And so the more fluent English language speakers that we have, the more we can compete with other nations. And that is, in some ways, not exactly fighting on the borders, but in some ways, we are doing everything we can to make life in India better for all its citizens. And that is why we are going to ask you to do something special today. And we hope that it will inspire you to be a bit better than what you are the previous day. Every day you make yourself better in some ways so that you can be a responsible and strong asset to what this flag represents. So speaking in English only is a small part, but when you begin there, you will move on to bigger and greater responsibilities for your country. And this awareness is currently missing in our environment. We are too habituated to just simply do what we have always been doing. But we want different results, so we're going to have to do things differently. Late, please be brought in. Just a
The fact that English is very important for our growth and development is evident by our choice of studying in an English medium school. However, since English is a foreign language, it is not easy for us Gujaratis to speak it fluently. We need to practice speaking English extensively to get it more fluent as our own mother tongue is. SPEO, our widely important goal, is an initiative that will help us make this a regular practice for all of us. Let's show our commitment to our own development by taking a pledge. A pledge to speak in English always during the school. May I request everyone to rise for the pledge. Students, please raise your right hand. Students, please repeat after us. We the students of SNK School solemnly pledge to speak in English at all times. I will think, communicate, and interact with everyone in English. I will ensure that all my peers speak in English only. I will not be deterred from this determination. I will not let my country down. I will not let my parents down. I will not let my school down. And I will not let myself down. May God be with me. Jai Hind.
Get ready for the national anthem. That's it. Assembly, Savdhan.
शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जय गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय 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 जय
Assembly, Vishram. Students, please sit down.
नव भारत का सबको मिलकर करना है निर्माण जिसकी मिट्टी सोना उगले वो है हिंदुस्तान ओ हिंदुस्तान ओ हिंदुस्तान ओ हिंदुस्तान ओ हिंदुस्तान नव भारत का सबको मिलकर करना है निर्माण
नव भारत का सबको मिलकर करना है निर्माण
जिसकी मिट्टी सोना उगले वो है हिंदुस्तान
वो हिंदुस्तान वो हिंदुस्तान वो हिंदुस्तान वो हिंदुस्तान
चाहे कितनी मुश्किल आए, मुश्किल से नहीं डरना है,
मुश्किल से नहीं डरना है।
जान की बाजी लगा के भी सीमाओं की रक्षा करना है,
सीमाओं की रक्षा करना है।
सच्चाई की राह पे हमको, सच्चाई की राह पे हमको अब आगे ही बढ़ना है,
अब आगे ही बढ़ना है।
अब इस राह पे कितनी भी हो आंधी या तूफान, जिसकी मिट्टी सोना उगले वो है हिंदुस्तान, ओ हिंदुस्तान, ओ हिंदुस्तान, ओ हिंदुस्तान, ओ हिंदुस्तान। नव भारत का सबको मिलकर करना है निर्माण,
नव भारत का सबको मिलकर करना है निर्माण।
जिसकी मिट्टी सोना उगले वो है हिंदुस्तान, वो 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 हिंदुस्तान।